Alrighty guys, we are back today. We are going to be making a meal kit with local crate right after this. Alrighty guys, so like I said, we are back today. We are going to be making a local crate meal kit. This is from Food 52. This is the Indian butter chicken with jasmine rice. I'm really excited to do this because this is one of those simple meal kit things that I recently found at Target. It was price point at $17.99, something about that. So about 20 bucks for this box of food. It says right here on the bottom, ready in 35 to 40 minutes, makes 2 servings. There's a recipe card inside and it's made with no gluten containing ingredients, which is really nice. Made with locally sourced ingredients here from California. Let's see what else we can find information-wise from this box. Here we go. This dish is a team effort, you, Local Crate, and Food 52. This recipe in this box is inspired by Food52s.com community members who is making everyday meals more thoughtful, joyful, and third helping worthy. Now let's get cooking. All right, let's see what else is in here. Oh, up here on the top, it says, we're going to be making the Indian butter chicken with jasmine rice. Pre-portioned ingredients ready to go. That's what I like. I don't have to worry about getting some, like 1.5 onions. Everything already comes inside here. So we've got rice, a butter chicken blend, garlic, onion, cilantro, sour cream, yogurt, tomato paste, chicken breast, and butter. Everything's already inside. I like that. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Ooh, all right. So I already see something on the inside of the box here. Give this a quick snip here on the seam. Here's our recipe card on the inside of the box. I really like that. And what you can do, rip it in half. So that's perforated already. Perfect. All right, so step 1, let's see what's inside the box here before we actually get cooking. Recipe instructions on the inside of the sleeve, which we just saw. All right. So we got our box here. We've got 1 onion, our jasmine rice, cilantro, garlic on the bottom, our yogurt, I'm guessing, tomato paste, cooking powder, seasoning maybe. There is our chicken, 2 chicken breasts. This is sour cream, so that's the yogurt. And then 2 things of butter. Nice little like a restaurant size butter. Whoops. All right, so we've got everything there. I'm gonna put this to the side. First thing we gotta do is marinate the chicken according to our recipe card. Alrighty, so here we've got our chicken. We're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab some paper towels. I'm gonna give each chicken breast here a nice pat dry. We are going to cut this into 1-inch cubes. Then we're gonna put this into a medium bowl. Alrighty, so you can see here we basically cut up our chicken into bite-sized pieces here. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add our yogurt, and then we are going to add in half of the butter. All right, so we've got half of that butter that's going in now. We are adding in the chicken blend, which I think is this guy here. I think we're gonna add it all. All right, so we're gonna add that in there. Oh, it already smells really good. And I can't find any salt and pepper, so I'm not gonna add any right now, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give this a nice little toss. Give it a nice coat. Alrighty, so I've got the chicken marinating in the fridge. We're gonna go on to step 2 now, which has to do with cooking the rice. All right, so for step 2, we're gonna be cooking the rice. So we've got the rice pre-measured out here. It says in a medium pot, heat up 1 tablespoon oil over high until shimmering. Add rice and saute until lightly toasted and aromatic for 1 or 2 minutes. Add 1/4 cup water and a pinch of salt to bring to a boil. Cover to reduce the heat. Reduce the heat to low, and simmer until rice is fluffy, tender, and the water is absorbed for about 15 to 20 minutes. Fluff with a fork. While rice is cooking, proceed to step 3. All right, so we're gonna set that up, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to step 3, which is, it says saute onion. All right, guys, so I've added my oil into my pan here. I have the heat on a nice medium-low, medium-ish. We're going to add our rice, and when we add our rice, we're going to saute until it's lightly toasted and aromatic. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to toss that in there. You can already hear it sizzling, which is super exciting. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a nice little stir. All right. So we've got our rice in here. I can already smell it getting aromatic, quote unquote aromatic, lightly toasted. What we're going to do is we're going to now add 1.25 cups, or sorry, 1.25 cups of water. So we just added our 1.25 cups of water into our jasmine rice. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to let that sit, and it's supposed to sit for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're supposed to fluff this with a fork. So I'm going to let that sit. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with step 3 now, which is to julienne an onion and then saute an onion. All right, so we are starting to julienne our onion here. I've gone ahead, I've cut the top and bottom off from the onion, and then I went and peeled off about 1 or 2 layers from the onion. And now we've got a nice little julienne going. All right, so we've got our pans here. Right now we have our rice, which is simmering. We have a new hot pan. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil to this, just 1 tablespoon of oil. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start to saute the onions that we just recently julienned, which is here. I'm gonna go ahead and put those into our pot. All right, so you can already start to hear our onions here start to get a little saute. At this point, we are supposed to remove the chicken that we marinated earlier out of the fridge so it can cool down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. The next step is to cook the chicken. We're gonna add garlic and the marinated chicken to the pan with the onions and saute, stirring consistently until chicken starts to brown, about 4 to 6 minutes. It's okay if liquid cooks down or begins to separate. Add the tomato paste and remaining butter chicken blend and cook until tomato paste deepens in color. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna let this cook a little bit longer, and then we're gonna add the chicken in here. Super exciting. All right, so I've added the garlic into the pan where the onions have been sauteing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dump the chicken in now. That's all the chicken. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stir this up. Alrighty, so while this has been cooking, the chicken has been cooking in here. So it's about halfway cooked as far as the chicken goes. It's been about 5 minutes. I've turned the rice off. That is kind of just sitting on the burner now and just kind of relaxing near the heat. But I've got this chicken, and now we are gonna add tomato paste, the remaining butter chicken blend, and cook until the tomato paste deepens in color. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that now. So we're gonna add the tomato paste into our mix while we push that out of the bag here. We've got that, and then we've got the remaining of our butter chicken blend, which I'm pretty sure it's just butter, that we're gonna add into our chicken. And then I'm gonna give this all a nice quick stir, adding the tomato paste in here and that second part of the butter that we just added in with the chicken. So I'm gonna let this cook for a little bit longer, and then we're gonna go on to step 5. Alrighty, so I'm back, and it's now time for step 5. We are gonna deglaze the pan with 2 cups of water. Use a hard spatula or spoon to scrape off any brown bits on the bottom. Season with a pinch of salt and pepper and bring to a boil. Reduce heat to a low simmer, occasionally stirring until sauce is reduced by half for about 15 to 20 minutes. So we're gonna let this get nice and hot. We're gonna scrape up as much stuff as we can from the bottom here. And then once it starts to boil, we're gonna reduce and simmer the heat down to low. Alrighty, so we've got our sauce. It's been sitting for about 20 minutes or so. It's finally been reduced down to about half. What we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do now is add in the little sour cream packets that they gave us, these guys right here. we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna squeeze in both of these guys. And we're gonna go ahead and fold in the sour cream, just like we would fold in the cheese on Schitt's Creek. Wow, looks amazing. Super excited to try this out. So fold in the sour cream and simmer for about 1 to 2 more minutes. We're gonna remove it from the heat, add in the butter. Uh-oh, I already put that in. We were supposed to slowly fold in the butter as it melts. Oh well. We'll just go ahead and let this simmer for a little bit longer. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do over here right now is I'm gonna scoop in some rice. Now we're gonna go get some of that over there. All right, so that's been simmering for a little bit now. I'm gonna finally go ahead and turn off the heat. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna start serving it up, and we're gonna ladle some. Guys, this is the time that I wish we had smell-o-vision. All right, so we've got it here. I've got a spoon now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a first taste of, let's just see if we can just get the rice. I've never really made rice in a pot before. I'm Asian, I have a rice cooker. All right, okay. Let's try it with the sauce. It's good. I like that. It's a little spicy. That's good. It is a little spicy as far as heat goes, but overall, I'm not mad at it. It's really good. This is really delicious. For a simple meal, made it in just a couple minutes, and it's super easy because it's like a Hello Fresh meal where basically all your stuff is right here. Local crate, it's simple, super simple, easy to use. And what I like about it is that it always gives you a nice recipe card with photos so you know what things should be looking like. I'm liking this. This is super delicious. That was the Indian buttered chicken with jasmine rice. Things that I also saw there as well. So there was like a Thai chicken noodle or something. There was a beef bulgogi one. So there were a couple different ones. I might go ahead and invest in those and try them out at a later time. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna finish this. But I will see you guys later. Bye.